Good morning. We have woken up at about 3:30, 4 o'clock. We've just met the guide here. He's going to take us to the bat viewing platforms. We are super excited. This is such a unique experience that not a lot of people have experienced.
At first glance, this looks like a fairly simple arrangement. One lioness, one carcass, and a group of vultures pretending not to be interested. But vultures, as it turns out, are not great at pretending. They wait, they stare, they shuffle a little bit closer, and they do all of this with the confidence of someone who has absolutely no intention of paying for lunch. The moment she looked away, the negotiations began. One brave volunteer moved in, then another, and then suddenly it became a committee decision. For a few glorious seconds, they seemed to believe this plan might actually work. It did not. And so the morning continued. Step forward, get chased, pretend nothing happened, and try again. Not exactly elegant, but very committed.
We left Mukula campsite and we're making our way in the north and we're making our way down to Katuyana campsite, which is a little bit more southeast. And on the way, we've just had the most magnificent lion sighting, 4 lionesses, and they actually killed a wildebeest. So 3 of them were lying on a little hill, and 1 was her job to watch the catch. Very strange behavior for us, we've never seen this, that the lionesses were not eating. So we weren't sure if because they also made a kill yesterday, we're not sure if they're still full and actually just not hungry enough to eat yet, or also they might be waiting for the male lion. We're not sure actually what was going on there, but this one lioness had to keep a watch. That was amazing to sit and watch that whole event taking place. And we've now left, got something cool to drink, and we are on our way to the next campsite. Let's see, this is absolutely a beautiful park, and one of the wonderful things about these remote parks is that you're often the only person when you find the lions, which is very, very special. Number one, you find them yourself, and then also number 2, you're the only car there. We with other people, so that made it also very special to be able to share that with them. But that is a very, very special thing about these remote parks.
And Kylie spotted them first.
Yes, and little Kylie spotted them first.
She won a prize.
She did. She won a prize, a big bubble chocolate, which we just gave to them. And shows you, if you're a little one, you guys have got very sharp eyes. So keep on scanning.
By the time we carried on, the sky had started making its own plans. And when the rain decides the game drive is over, there's only one sensible thing left to do at camp. Make flapjacks.
Don't shake. Don't shake.
Hey, what are you doing?
We're making flapjacks.
Oh, excellent. And do you like this weather?
Yes.
So we woke up this morning. It was a beautiful, cool morning. And then it started raining. And I'm not talking a little bit, I'm talking proper downfall. Woo! Good job, Kylie. Good job.
Let's whisk. No, you
There he
just
is.
stirred it around. Give it a whisk.
So, darling, everyone wants this lifestyle.
Not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet. Because we know how much Rogan eats.
What?
Good job, guys. Good job. And go.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Looking good.
Are we flipping? Woo!
Call you flip from now on.
Oh, look at these perfect little blobs of deliciousness.
I don't know how
Rogan?
to make it.
How does it taste?
Cinnamon sugar?
From Liuwa Plains, we started making our way east again, with a quick overnight stop at Mumu's chalets and garden lodge. Zambia kept giving us beautiful views out the window and, well, just enough creative road behavior to make sure we stayed fully awake for them.
We left Liuwa Plains yesterday and we overnighted last night at Mumu's Lodge in Kayoma. This morning we're on our way to Kafue and it's about a 2-hour drive from the overnight stop.
Can you remember the campsite? Kasabushi.
Kasabushi.
Kasabushi, yes.
Tell them about Kasabushi.
Oh, no, I'm so excited.
Kasa, home, Bushi, in the bush.
That's how we remember it.
Kasabushi.
Kasabushi.
Probably doesn't mean any of that.
Probably not.
Kasabushi, which actually means otter in the local language, turned out to be one of those places where the pace changes almost as soon as you arrive. We settled in, headed out for a game drive with the Matthews family, and were lucky enough to see a lioness with her cubs before the day slowed down again beside the Kafue River. Between the rocks, the water, the quiet campsites, and a much-needed swim, it became less about rushing to the next place and more about enjoying where we were. We also did a full campsite review here, so click on the link above if you want the proper breakdown.
Our campsite review today, we're at Kasabushi Camp in southern Kafue. Kasabushi has camping sites, 5 campsites, and they also have lodge accommodation. The lodge accommodation is quite well separate up on the hill. When we initially booked, we read about the pools and all these places you could swim and the restaurant and the bar and all that. As it turns out, none of that is available to campers. That's only to people in the lodge. It wasn't that clear on the website, the criticism we have. Besides that, we had a wonderful time. When you arrive, you come down the dirt road. As I say, the road that runs east-west through the middle of Kafue separates the north from the south. So it's a beautiful drive to get here. Very good roads, bit of corrugations, but nothing complex. You arrive here, you go to the reception, you check in, and the campsites are immediately here. Let's film the campsite. So as I said, there's 5 campsites. This is an example campsite for you. Nice and large, probably get 3 vehicles comfortably in here, or ground tents, whatever. There's partial shade. It is middle of summer now, so it's hot, it's dry, but you do get a nice breeze, and particularly if it's blowing over the river, it has quite a nice cooling effect. You get your concrete plinth to make your fire on, you get a bit of a grill, some seating, and you're right on the banks of the Kafue River. It's beautiful. There's hippo here, there's a lot of bird life, and it's lovely to just sit here in the shade and look at the river, use your binoculars, and it's quiet. It's really peaceful. Sometimes you'll hear a bit of voices from the lodge at night, but when we sit around the fire and have a few glasses of wine, I think maybe our voices carry back to the lodge as well. Very, very peaceful and a beautiful place to camp. There's 2 toilets here and there's 2 showers here. Unbelievable. Clanging bloody pots and pans, talking, rap music.
Those are the kind of campers that you do not.
Exactly, yeah, film them. It's bloody noise. We here enjoy the peace and quiet.
I'm sorry.
All within 40 meters or so of the furthest campsite away from this. We camped adjacent to it because it was convenient and there weren't a lot of people here at the moment. Beautifully done. Magda says the best ablutions she's ever been in. Simple structure, canvas roof, gun pole supports, beautiful basin, some natural wood used in the shelving and the seating and the window frames and all of that. A real lesson, I think, to campsites all over Africa. Just look at this, and if you can just copy this, you're going to have happy campers. There's lots of hooks inside the showers, and which we'll look at just now, where you can hang your stuff and places to put your things, and you just don't want for anything when you're using this. Plenty of water, it's light, it's airy, it's just fantastic. One of the shower areas, again, canvas, gum pole, interesting plastered structure, plenty of space, 2 taps, it's a waterfall shower, lots of hooks. They've used the natural timber to create resting places. You're in the open air, it's fresh, it's clean, it feels hygienic. The washing up facilities where you can come and do your dinner plates, clean up a bit, plenty of space, hot and cold water, food waste bin underneath, really great facilities. Who's coughing? I think next time we do a campsite review with the Matthews family, you guys must drive 10 k's down the road. Well, in case you were wondering who was making all the noise, it's these people that were camping when we were here. All they do is spend all day doom scrolling. Their poor children vie for attention, competing with cell phones. It's a real shocker. Booking to come and stay is really easy. Onto the website, there's a WhatsApp number for you. You can WhatsApp Tessa, who's one of the owners. It's a young couple. Quinton and Tessa took this site over, I think, 2 years ago now, or maybe a year and a half ago. They've got some great plans for this, a lot more facilities available to the campers. But the booking and response time and communication on WhatsApp, unparalleled. We've never had service like that, or someone so interested in the customer. The other brilliant thing is that you can order freshly baked sourdough loaves from the lodge. They come and deliver them here. I believe they also do takeaway food. We never explored that option, but it would be interesting considering how excellent that sourdough bread was. I think it's only compares to what you can get in a beautiful bakery in Amsterdam. Other than that, it's top drawer, and what a fantastic, as you'll know as an overlander, fresh bread is something you dream about. You sometimes will see it on a movie, but you won't actually get any. And to be able to order that, and it was only I think $3 a loaf. They could charge 3 times that and we'd still be queuing up. So that was great. So they got some more ideas for campers like that. Overall rating though for Kasabushi to come and camp here, overall rating is an 8, and I think that's the highest rating we've ever given. So well worth a visit. Put it on your list. We were leaving Kafue this morning. We spent a very pleasant few days here, camping on the banks of the river, some nice game sightings, and we're heading out the park today, back onto the M9 I think it is, and heading off to Lusaka. It's Saturday today, which is a good day to choose to drive into Lusaka because the traffic is horrendous. And we've booked ourselves into an Airbnb for 4 days so that the car can go for a service. We can get a few minor repairs done here and there, a good unpack, clean up, repack, get everything back in its right place, and we'll be ready to keep exploring the rest of Zambia. And looking forward to that as always.
Leaving Kasabushi, the wilderness slowly gave way to towns, shops, and and busier roads. Zambia was still beautiful through the window, but you could feel the road starting to develop its own sense of humour.
Dave really wants to tell you about the Lusaka drivers.
What they do is use their indicators for every reason other than to let anybody on the road know they're going to change direction. So I don't know why they have it on, but they'll be driving, I don't know what to tell you. The left indicator's on, they're just going. Or the right indicator's on and they're just going. Or the hazards are on, don't know, proceeding down the road, hazards on. If they do turn, very unlikely that you would see an indicator, other than merging, like this lot's doing in front of me. But if they're going to stop and turn, you're not going to see an indicator. Also, brake lights seem very optional here, whether or not they want to use a brake light. It seems most of the taxis don't have any brake lights.
Turn right onto occasion.
So you never know what anybody's doing. It's absolute chaos. I can see why the traffic is so bad in Lusaka, purely down to a driver efficiency and also letting other people know what you're doing. Nobody knows what you're doing, so it's just a confusing mess of cars, with each driver just got his own plan, his own set of rules. You can stop anywhere, pick up a passenger. I mean, there was a guy who stopped. There's police roadblocks, a lot of them. The guy that got out his car in the middle of the police roadblock to walk into the shop, left his car on the side of the road in the police roadblock. But we have seen a couple of things we've wanted to see, like a Vida coffee outlet. So I think we will visit that. KFC outlet, Mug and Bean, a Woolworths shop. So it's going to be nice to not have to make a fire every day. The other meals will be satisfying our cravings for fast food and quality coffee, which you can only get with a big high pressure coffee machine. Looking forward to that if we ever get out of this traffic. If you don't hear from us, if there's not another episode, we were last seen on the Great East Road in very slow traffic.
And it's Saturday.
Can you imagine this in a
The
weekday?
rugby.
To take my car for a service on Monday morning, I have to be there by 8:30.
You have to get up at 4.
I shall get up at 4 o'clock, leave the house by 5 in order to make my journey there, because I don't know how that's going to work and how that's going to happen with this lot.
Sure.
I'm seeing another fast food outlet. What is it called?
Debonair's.
Panarotti's Pizza.
Debonair's.
Well, Debonair's have a billboard directly adjacent to the Panarotti's Pizza outlet. How's that for good marketing? Don't tell you where the shop is, but they do tell you that there's triple the value, triple the flavour, triple the fun, probably triple the price. Did I mention that? But you're looking forward to all of that. I, of course, don't eat pizza, but some people do eat pizza. I have a very, very sophisticated palate. Me and Gordon Ramsay, we like that kind of level. So we don't eat fast food pizza. I also don't eat cake.
Turn right onto Occasion Avenue.
That's not a tasting, that's a textural thing. I just don't think it's a nice thing to eat. But I like a good tart. Should I mention that? I like a nice tart. Not what you're thinking, Magda, with that stupid grin. I mean, apple tart, milk tart. What's the other one? Pecan nut pie, or lemon meringue tart, or just a lemon tart. Cheesecake I can do, provided it's not mixed with a whole lot of rubbish. Just cheesecake. Don't put squashed berries on it. No. If I want berries, I'll eat them. If I want cheesecake, I just want cheesecake. Can you hear that? I'm hungry at the moment and I'm thinking about fast foods. We're talking about food. Right.
Oh, you did?
Put our indicator on. Break the system here and actually indicate right, because I'm turning right. It's going to blow the minds of these people. Absolutely blow their minds. They won't know what I'm doing. They're probably all going to pull over and stare. So when's Zani? Let's see if we ever make it the next 150 meters to turn right. Okay, I've had enough. Switch me off.
Switch you off.
Still at Toyota in Lusaka. We got here, there's two vehicles that we checked in, mine for a service, the other one for a faulty door. Unfortunately we got here at 8:30 this morning when we were booked in for this. It's now 2:25 25 to 3. The vehicles have only just been taken in, which is a bit disappointing. We got so much that we need to try and achieve today. Obviously we're not creating anything, we're stuck here. Still staying at the Airbnb, so we expected more from Toyota Zambia. It's a big dealership, as you can see. Really thought we'd arrive and get helped and get at least one of the cars out so that we can make some progress. We could have travelled around and got other things done. Oddly enough, someone asked us when we arrived here to have our car service, they said, "Oh, you're getting your car back today?" Like that wouldn't be a thing. Never occurred to me that you could hand in your car for a service at a Toyota dealership and you get it back the next day. That would be quite an odd thing, I mean, surely. But anyway, that's where we are. We're now waiting and hoping. All I can say is, if you ever have to come to this dealership, I think you need to arrive here at 6 in the morning, get your car in, and try to be first in the queue. I don't think that's the only way. I thought if we booked 8:30, we'd be dealt with at 8:30. That certainly isn't the case. Odd. But here we go. Let's see what happens. So it's now almost 4:30. That's now 8 hours we've been waiting. Just been told the car's in the wash bay, service completed. On my way to have a look, and feeling confident because I can see it there. All we can say is, what a beautiful car. But tired of being here. So the car's finally done. I'm finally finished. Took another half an hour to pay because the printer wasn't working, so they couldn't print a receipt. You can't leave without the receipt because you have to go from the cashier where you get your receipt to a credit controller in another office, queue there again to get him to write you out a gate pass so you can get out of here, which also takes time because it's quite a bit of paperwork that has to be handwritten. It's been a long day and one which we shall never repeat. All I can tell you is, if you ever need anything done at Toyota, don't come to Toyota in Grenia. You're going to be bitterly disappointed in every single aspect of this place. Let's get out of here as quickly as we possibly can.
After Lusaka, we were more than ready to get back to open road and open space. So we pointed east towards South Luangwa, crossing a few beautiful bridges, dodged a few less beautiful road moments, and made the only sensible stop in Chapata, Hungry Lion.
Hungry lion!
We have stopped at Hungry Lion in Chapata for lunch, and we are super excited because we're very hungry. And then I think it's another 3 or 4 hours to the campsite, Wilderness Camp, which is on the border of the South Luangwa National Park.
We're not going to get sponsored by Hungry Lion, are we?
I don't know. How's your burger, Dave?
Oh, delicious. I haven't tasted it.
I would do that. This is does shopping make you thirsty?
Yeah. Bit of a long drive today through Chapata. Couldn't get any diesel, no diesel at all in the whole of Chapata. And now we're arriving at Wildlife Campsite.
Looks like it's going to rain.
It's going to rain.
What's that
It's going
smell that you can smell when
Petrichor. The smell of the dust when the first rain starts to fall.
Look at this. Oh my word. This looks lovely.
This looks like the lodge.
Sure. Well, we're going to check in,
And then go to our campsite
find our campsite, and then we'll...
and see what that looks like. Ooh, bit of thunder. I think it's going to rain.
I think we made it just
I
in
think we
time.
need to get those tents up. Chop,
Yep.
chop.
Chop, chop. Chop, chop.
After Lusaka, Wilderness Camp felt like exactly what we needed. Somewhere to stop, breathe, and remember why we do this in the first place. With overlanding, every few days seems to bring a new road, a new plan, and some new little uncertainty waiting around the corner. So when you find a place with trees, quiet, wildlife wandering through the camp, and baboons providing the day's entertainment, you take the gift. It wasn't a big adventure moment. It was just a chance to gather ourselves again before the road asked for the next thing.
Doing a little bit of reconnaissance on the route from the south of South Luangwa through to the north to make our way to Kasanka National Park. This route's about 550 kilometers, I think. The only other way to get there is go all the way back to Lusaka and then drive north, and that's like 1,300 kilometers. The thought of driving through Lusaka doesn't fill me with any joy whatsoever. So we're just having a look what the road looks like. So tomorrow morning, a couple of cars together, I think there's about 6 of us that are going to attempt this route. And there's a lot of black cotton soil, which is quite difficult to drive through. Turns into like a pudding-like mixture, clogs the tread and the wheel arches. The wheels just become one big lump of mud and you can't move very far. So we're just having a look how bad it looks. We had quite a bit of rain last night. There's some more forecast for tonight, which is only going to make things worse. But from what we've seen so far, it doesn't look terrible.
By morning, the rain had made the decision for us. The short road to Kasanka was fading fast, and the bats suddenly felt much, much further away.
Leaving wildlife camp this morning, leaving Kasanka National Park. We were going to drive through the park on the north road, it's about 100 kilometers to the northern end of it, to go to Kasanka National Park. But we had a lot of overnight rain and that road is completely waterlogged. That everybody is saying it's now impassable. So we're giving that up, and that means that we have to drive all the way around to get to Kasanka. So instead of a 480 kilometer trip, we now got what will end up being almost 1,480 kilometers. So it's not great, but we have no choice. If we want to see the bats in Kasanka, this is what we got to do. So we're leaving today, going back to Bridge Camp for the night, and then from Bridge Camp we'll push through to probably within 400 or 500 kilometers of Kasanka and spend tomorrow night there, and then on the 12th get into Kasanka. So a little bit of a mess, but there we go. Nothing we can do about it. We've got potentially 3 long days on the road now. Not pleasant roads, not game roads, Zambian roads, and particularly the Great North Road, which we get onto to go to Kasanka from Lusaka, is the main corridor for all the copper trucks out of the Zambian copper belt and the DRC side. So expecting the worst there.
But that's overlanding, right? You have
That's
to
how it
be
is.
adaptable. And you better do it with a positive attitude. But yeah, it's not great. The friends that we've made along the way that have been camping with us, having a fantastic time. They have decided now that they don't want to do this long trek, so we're going to have to say goodbye to them tonight at Bridge Camp, which is quite sad because we had a whole fun route planned. Yeah, one good thing that happened is we were gifted 2 campsites in Kasanka National Park.
We met a German couple that are on holiday here. They keep a vehicle in Windhoek and they pick it up and they explore Southern Africa. Gabriella and Michael Fix, and we were quite fortunate that their plans have changed because of the weather and the time. They're unable to do the long way round to Kasanka, so they had a booking for 2 nights and they gifted it to us. We're extremely grateful for that. That solved a lot of our problems, reinforced the need for us to go the long way around, and that's what we're busy with. Not particularly enjoying the drive. It's not a pleasant drive from South Liuwa to Chapata, and then from Chapata southwest down towards Lusaka. We're not going through Lusaka. We got some good advice on our way to not have to go through the middle of Lusaka because that traffic is a nightmare. So we're hopefully going to dodge that, but that'll be tomorrow's problem. Today's problem is to get safely from South Liuwa back to Bridge Camp for the night. We need to stop in Chapata, we need some gas, and we also need a Hungry Lion cheeseburger to sustain us for the difficult tar road that lies ahead.
Tar road. pothole road.
Well, some potholes.
With the shortcut gone, we had no choice but to start looping the long way around. Thanks to a kind German couple though, we at least had a place waiting for us in Kasanka. But first, Zambia had a few more road-based surprises lined up, and all of them seemed to point in one direction, the Great North Road.
We're reenacting because we got pulled over. Speed limit was 60, and we came down this hill. I didn't see the 60 sign, so I was speeding. I was doing 78 or something, and I came down this hill, and I can't see what lines these are here. It was clear, there was no onward traffic, and here I overtook a truck that was in front of me. And then we got pulled over. I've acknowledged the speeding, but as you can see on the video, there are no lines. Nobody can tell me there's any lines on this road. Well, I would assume that it's safe to overtake. Policeman is telling me it's reckless because there's a bridge. Well, I never overtook here on the bridge. I was passed by here. I don't really understand what the difficulty is. The complexity is that they're hoping to get a bribe. And I've seen the other drivers pay their 400 kwachas and move on. No receipt, no discussion. But it just doesn't sit well with me. So we'll have to see how this goes. So we finished our little visit with the police. So they said that I overtook on the solid white line. There is no line, and if there was, it disappeared many years ago, and that I was speeding. So I managed to show them that it's impossible, there are no lines, and there was nothing wrong with my overtake maneuver. It was perfectly safe. I thought the speed limit was 80. I didn't see the 60 sign. So the long story of the whole thing is they said, well, you can go enjoy the rest of your day. So it seems like they accepted my argument that the line wasn't visible, so my reckless overtake became null and void, and I can only assume that whatever I was doing more than 60, certainly wasn't more than 80, wasn't enough to continue their fining of me. So they said I can go, which is great. It's actually the first time we've been stopped. It's almost 18 months on the road now, I think. It's the first time we've been pulled over. We always try to stick to the speed limits because we don't know the roads, and if they say it's 60 or it's 30 or it's 50 or whatever it is, some places in Zambia it's 65. Where you would come up with that? And we stick to it because we don't know the roads, and maybe there's a incredibly sharp hairpin bend 200 meters up the road. I don't know. And we don't want to have to get fined. We don't want that hassle. So yeah, first time we've been pulled over. Fortunately, we didn't get the fine. I accepted that I had been speeding and said, well, then just give me the fine. And they said, carry on.
Where are we driving?
The Great North Road.
What is happening here on your right?
Roadworks, I don't know.
Roadworks.
It's chaos.
Roadworks. Chaos.
We've done 4 kilometers in the last hour.
Oh, are you losing the will to live?
I've lost it. Somebody kill me.
I think. Yo.
Got 100 k's to go.
This is crazy. It
We've
looks
got
like
34 kilometers to go to food. I need a pie. I need it desperately. I'm so hungry, my stomach thinks my throat's been cut. I haven't eaten since last night. And then we've got about 100 k's to where we should be camping tonight. I don't think I can do it.
Okay, let's just camp at this place then.
At the near one.
Yeah,
And rather leave at 4 in the morning.
yeah.
And maybe all these mother truckers are sleeping. Or something.
Well, this isn't fun. This is not fun. Whew. Great North Road. To talk, but I have to explain about the Great North Road and getting up at 4:30 to make it to Kasanka to go look at the bats. And I think there's been how many accidents? 4, 5, 6, 10? I don't know, but definitely 3 big ones. And we've moved.
Moved what?
Not really moved. Thank you. We've moved what?
Even $1 can work, boss.
We've moved. Not moved.
Somebody offering to work for $1. The problem is when there's an accident, they stop the traffic. So then traffic can only move on one side. When the traffic stops on the left, all the buses and every lunatic in Zambia, because remember they're the worst drivers in the world, they all come barreling down the right-hand side. Not only this side of the accident, but the other side of the accident too. So you end up with a proper gridlock where nothing can move. It's absolute lunacy. Look, the people on the wrong side of the road, in the ditches, all over. It's absolutely mad. I can assure you one thing, when I'm finished with Zambia, I'm never coming back to this country ever. I don't care what happens. If I come back, I have to be flying to Lusaka airport, light aircraft, fly me to where I have to be. I'm not driving with these people again. Look, there's a new surface of the road they're trying to build there. Cars are driving down it, ruining it. And look at it, going up the hill there.
Oh my word.
That's 5 kilometers away. This must be a 10, 15, 20 kilometer queue.
And our arrival time is now shifted from, what was it, 11 something, 12 something to quarter
It was
past
12 o'clock. It's quarter
12
past 2.
o'clock to quarter past 2. The problem is we've only got campsite booking for 2 nights, and you go and view the bats at night as the sun sets on a platform. You have to drive there or walk there, we don't even know. We still have to check in. And then you also go in the early morning, and you have to sort of be at the platform around about 4, quarter past 4 in the afternoon. With a now quarter past 2 arrival and checking in and everything, it's gonna cut it a bit fine.
After everything the road had thrown at us, there was finally only a short stretch left. Kasanka was getting closer, the traffic started to fall away, and slowly the noise of the day began to settle. We'd come all this way for one reason, to see the bat migration. And now, at last, it felt like we might actually make it.
Good morning. Let's try that again. We have woken up at about 4 o'clock. No, 3:30. 4 o'clock, we've just met the guide here. He's going to take us to the bat viewing platforms. We are super excited. This is such a unique experience that not a lot of people have experienced. You do an early morning session, so when the bats, they fly out at night and then they go and eat and forage, and then when they come back, which is now early hours of the morning, you can go and view them. Apparently a lot of the females are pregnant or have pups, which means that they gorge themselves because they need the extra food for energy, and we hope to see them returning to the trees. It's going to be super exciting.
Put this light off in there.
Can you quickly tell us what's happening? Woo.
We filmed the bats arriving back this morning from their night out feeding, and now it's almost evening, and we're going to film them departing, hopefully, and the rain stopped. This is very pleasing. What's not pleasing, it's a slippery, wet ladder. Not vertical, but near vertical, that we have to go up. Now for me, that isn't really a problem. Oh, look at this, it's on the floor.
Oh, tawny eagle. Oh, he's beautiful. Is it this one? Lesser spotted eagle. Of course, he's got the white. What color is his breast? Wow.
Just a couple of steps to the right or left would be nice. Don't run down the road.
What color is his eye? Oh, are you serious?
Come, guy. Now don't go land in the road again.
It's bird paradise. Oh, look! Everywhere there's just birds. Wow. This is amazing.
Amazing. Stunning, John. Stunning.
You see all the birds? This is amazing.
Kasanka reveals itself twice each day, once in the stillness before sunrise, and again as the light begins to fade. Each visit feels completely different. So we've woven these moments together here. The quiet walk to the platform, the soft morning light, the colors of the evening, and that unmistakable feeling that something extraordinary is about to unfold. Every year, for a short window between the first rains and the end of the season, millions of straw-colored fruit bats gather here in Kasanka. It's hard to explain the scale until you see it. The sky doesn't just fill with bats, it starts to move as one living thing. They come for the fruiting trees in this small patch of swamp forest, feeding through the night before returning to roost as the light comes back. Many of the females are pregnant or nursing pups, so this isn't just a migration. It's part of a much bigger cycle of feeding, resting, breeding, and carrying seeds across huge distances. After days of detours, rain, bad roads, repairs, traffic, and a few moments where the plan felt completely out of our hands, this was the reason we kept going. Sometimes the road makes you work for it, but every now and then, if you stay with it long enough, it gives you a sky like this.